So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
He'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. Third down coming up. The tight end Hockenson starts the motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now he'll air one out. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Oilers move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick 6. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here comes 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll get this out to his running back. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. Here's a toss, right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Shamrocks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there. It's really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Oilers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
And the Columbus first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the goal line and in. McConkey. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Shamrocks have taken a 4-point advantage. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Shamrocks are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score a point. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. It is a touchdown. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Shamrocks will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and it's a big-time takeaway. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. That's hauled in at the 2. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Shamrocks. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Dell motioning over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll look to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now, faking the give, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Shamrocks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback, and don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant, and this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Open man, downfield, it's Hockenson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down, Columbus.
Up the middle they go. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Shamrocks will take over here just past the 30. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole? Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And the Columbus first down.
And he's going to be taken down. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you could really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got it at the 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That one intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Oilers are able to edge a bit closer. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
That is caught side of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Shamrocks. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And that will be a first down.
And the Columbus first down.
Just a short gain to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Shamrocks will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Oilers will get just a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Columbus.
So it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.